Hello everyone, my name is Rajesh Kumar and I'm your DevOps, SRE, DevSecOps coach. I have close to 18 plus years of experience working in multiple MNCs around the globe and having in-depth knowledge of DevOps, SRE and DevSecOps. So I would like to introduce you one certification program in a DevOps, and that is we call it DevOps Certified Professional. Now this is a 2 months of program, 25 tools of DevOps you will learn, and apart from that you will also get the access to the LMS, lifetime access to the videos portal. It's a certification program, and you will have 25 assignments and 2 projects along with it. It's a completely weekend program, so here you have classes on Saturday and Sunday. So as part of this course, you will learn multiple things. Here you see that you will learn Linux, AWS, Docker, Jira, Confluence, Python, Git with GitHub, SonarQube, Maven, Gradle, Packer, Artifactory, Selenium, JMeter, Ansible, Kubernetes, Helm, Terraform, Jenkins, Datadog, Splunk, and Neuralink. Now, how do we, apply for this? So how can you reach out to us? So you have a WhatsApp number and email ID. So please reach out to us, and we'll help you to onboard this program. Apart from this DevOps certified professional programs, we are offering other certifications as well in a DevSecOps, SRE, and one of the very comprehensive programs which we have is in Master in DevOps Engineering. Yeah, so feel free to get in touch with us and then enroll for it. Thank you.
Okay, so next thing is how do we start our code with others, and others code we should get it to ourselves. That is a topic which we are going to cover now. Okay, so first thing, remember that when you want to share the code, hard code your mind. Any idea which code you want to share? Should we share that code which we have in workspace or staging area or repo area? Tell me which code we should share with others.
Repo area port.
Of course, yes.
Workspace.
Rem
Oh,
no. Why workspace? What is the logic for this?
we will make changes, right? I mean, people will go and add their versions in that. Okay, workspace is what we are
Ah,
doing it, right?
correct.
Okay.
You are modifying the code here, then sending to staging,
Yes.
then sending to a record. So you should focus on this. Okay, this I'm talking about. How do we share this commit? Remember, not this one. It's not committed. You are not sure about this code is to be committed or not. So this code which is committed, you want to
Uh,
share with the whole world.
so one more question, Rajesh. Like every person, every developer has to work on in his workspace. He has to do the staging and commit
See that?
and create a repo
Yeah.
so that yeah, so that
Every
others
person has
can
to.
use that. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone has the repo and they have to work whatever I explained in the last hour. Same thing.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay, so forget about now this you understood. We'll practice it. That I share, just modify the URL also. I share in the chat, though you can find all these topics yourself also. Okay, so now focus on this next thing. How do we share and code with others? So there is a one repo here and there is a one repo here. So how do we share? This is the repo, mind it. Repo I'm talking about. This is also repo. So how do I share my code, committed code with the others? So then I asked Linus Torvald, hey, how can I do that? So Linus Torvald responded, it's very simple. Any repo can send the committed object to any repo. Mind it, I said any. This is the network call. Okay. Any repo can send the code to any repo. Wonderful. Solution solved. That means I can send my commit code to this repo, and this operation, if I sending it, this operation we call it push. What we call it? Push. And if I am getting it, then what we call it?
Pull.
Pull. Very simple. No need to complicate. That means you have a repo, I have a repo, I can push pull, that's all. The next question you will ask, okay, Rajesh, I understood that using the network you can do the push and pull. Fair enough. But what are the protocol allowed for this? Network protocol, what are the protocol we will be using that? So you'll be using two protocol for it. One is HTTP, which you understand very well. HTTP means website way. So for HTTP protocol, what you need to have it? Tell me, logic, think about it. For HTTP protocol, what you need to have it? Hello?
Server.
Web server, yes,
So
wonderful. So you will host this repository, that .git repository, you will host in the web server. You have web server like Apache, Nginx, and all, or IS in Windows 11. This is also web server. So you'll get HTTP URL and you can push and pull using HTTP URL. Simple. Second thing is SSH protocol. SSH protocol also I have taught you in the Linux session. So for that you need IP address, username and password, and then where the Git repository located, the path. So in this case, this is the path. Okay. So using, you can do push and pull using these two protocol, HTTPS protocol, SSH protocol. HTTPS protocol, you need a web server. SSH protocol, you need IP address and password and address and all that. 22. HTTP protocol 80 port. SSH protocol, I forgot. What was the port number?
22.
20.
22. So using that, you can do the push pull. Clear? All of you are clear?
Yes.
Okay, but the problem will start. Problem will start. Now let's say we are, how many people we have in this team? We have 13 people. Right, 13 people are there. So now just imagine 13 people. If you have in team, so that means I need to push pull against 13 people, correct now? Business, correct? You all get tired. More than coding, spending the time on the coding, you will spend time on the push pull. Are you understanding, all of you? Problems. Are you understanding, all of you?
Yes, yes.
Uh,
Correct now? So what to do? So basically, we understand this architecture. So if you apply this architecture, let me create it. Then we all 13 of us decided, okay, let's do one thing. We get tired pushing, pulling against each other. That's too much of headache. We don't know what we are pulling, where we are merging, this, that, and all kind of things. Let's do one thing. Let's not pull with each other. Then what to do? Let's create one central repo. Remember that I said central repo, not server. Let's create one more repo, and this machine will be owned by what do you say, owned by company project, and then we all will push and pull against this central repo. That means those who want to share the code, he will push this. Those who wants to get the code, pull it. Simple, right?
is it
Simple, right?
is it possible through GitHub or
No. Let's be in flow. Let's be in flow. Is it possible, right? All of you? Hello?
yes, yes, yes.
Theoretically it's possible, because if you can pull and push one repo, why can't we pull all of us to one repo? That's possible. Same protocol, SSH and HTTP protocol. Okay, so that is possible. Good. Initially, when Git started, we were doing this setup only. We were setting up on a machine, not a server. Mind it, there's no server as such. We had one machine. We created a Git repo there, and all of us, we were using SSH and through HTTP using that repo. This is how we were using earlier. I mean, not now. I think 8-9 years before. Okay, when we had a Git in early stages. But what happened? Then suddenly Abhishek and Abhishek came and said, see, I don't like this all models and all. What I want on this central repo, mind it, I'm saying central repo, Abhishek wants to have UI. So then Linus Torvalds said, no plan for doing that UI stuff and all. We are busy in learning Linux kernel coding. We don't want this to happen. I mean, we don't have a time for all this stuff. Okay, so that is one thing is rejected. UI, remember. Akansha came and she said, I want the bug tracking capability, bug and feature capability on this repository only. Did we learn any bug tracking tool for us, all of us?
Yes, Jira.
Jira, like a Jira like functionality, you want it here. Linus Torvald, no plan for doing that. Then Vishwajit came and he said, hey, I want to host multiple remote repo, central repo, because I have a multiple project and I want to host multiple and I want that capability to be there. Management, multiple repo management. Lannis said no plan for doing that. Then Kapil came and said, hey, I want the CI. CI means Jenkins capability also to be here. Lannis said no. Then some CTO, let's say Prajwal, he's a CTO, he said, I want this all this security guys and all. So I want this repo should be accessible based on the role based. Role based means this repo should be accessible to only few people, and out of that people, few people will have a read, write, execute all this kind of access. Linus said no, not interested in all this stuff. And so many features people started demanding it. So here first thing UI, second thing wiki, third wiki means wiki feature I did not discuss actually. Wiki means Wikipedia, you understand that, right? So internal project specific Wikipedia. Confluence I did not have that session, we'll have a session. So Wikipedia, Confluence, no wiki, no UI, no issue tracking tool, no CI, no role based access control, and so many other features also, webhooks and stuff like that. Every time Linus said no. So actually these are the features you demanded. When I say you, means you are from the project, people, organization, company, you demanded and Git is not giving. So all of you understood that what are the features you are expecting, correct? Hello? Hello? Yeah. So now next thing is, that is where many organization has come up. Which organization? Let me name few, not all. Let me name few. GitHub, GitLab, Bitbucket, and just name it Gerrit, AWS, Azure. Hell lot of vendors are there. So all these company have come up. These are the three popular one. All these company have come up and they said, hey, not to worry. I will give you nice UI, nice wiki, nice issue management tracking tool and the same place, CI capability, role-based access control, and many other features which you demand, but you have to pay for it. Got it? So now what is this GitHub? So Git is a version, understand the difference. Git is a version control tool, which you have learned last session. But GitHub, what is GitHub? What do you want to call it, this one?
Global repository.
The central
Hosting
repository.
Hosting.
central repository anyways multiple, but hosting
Hosting repository.
platform for Git workflow.
Commits.
Got it? So it's a GitHub or GitLab or Bitbucket. These are the hosting platform. So yes, you can call it GitHub server. That is fair. but you should never call Git server because there is no existence of Git server. GitHub server is there. Understood now, all of you?
Yeah.
So now some of you had asked a question. I was stopping you. Did you understand why we use GitHub? You
Yes.
are using
So it's
GitHub
licensed
because
one.
they have a free version also. They have a
Okay.
enterprise version also. Free, I'll show you the cloud. Enterprise, you have to install in
Okay.
the your firewall. So why you are using GitHub? Because they are giving you nice UI for the multiple repository, wiki integration. This what is this? I for forgot that issue management tool, CI, and role-based access control. So go ahead and register at GitHub. It's a free account. You can register it. I have logged in already. Free account. I'll not teach you right now GitHub. That's the next session. But what to do? So I'll go to look at my screen here. This is the place I'll go to and create one repo. Let me create one repo. See, Git init you did the first time, right? Remember that?
Yes.
Same thing. So let me create a repo here because I can clean it up in future. Where tempo, you see somewhere tempo? Here. So you can create a repo. So right now I'm doing through the UI, the one which you see UI. So let me create a repo. What is the day today? Sunday and April. Sunday, April 2023. This is the repo I created. Public, private. Public means anyone can see, only you can modify. Private means only you can modify, only you can see, or those person whom you give access. Go for public and create repo. Now let's match this HTTPS URL. Remember the two protocol HTTPS. This is the URL, SSH URL. So if you want to do the push and pull using SSH, if you want to do the push and pull using this one, what do you say? HTTP. And now if you see that, many features they have got it. First of all, UI. I'll show you that UI just started actually. So what is problem? I don't know. So here if you see that lots of features you have. My system is slowing actually day by day. Yeah. So what is this? So here you have a code which you can browse. I have not pushed it, so I'll post it in some time. HTTPS SSH. Okay. Now this is the place where you can manage all of your Jira related stuff. It's not Jira related. All of your tasks, issues, bugs, enhancement. Here you can add it. And this is the CI solution. This is the wiki and some security related. Here you have it. Projects, agile board, here you can create it. Scanning,
Yeah.
DevSecOps, here you have it. Some reportings, here you have it. And here how many repository you can create. So guys, as many, you see that here how many repository I have created. I have not cleaned up from so many times. 67 repository I have created, and I can create as many you wanted. So GitHub is a place where you can host the repository free of cost. But if you want to host it in the private network, you have to install this something similar software. GitHub Enterprise we call it. It's a cloud based now. GitHub.com is a cloud based. So guys, all of you are understanding here?
Yes.
Okay. So now the question
So
is how? Yeah, tell me.
sorry. Uh, will you cover this GitHub Copilot as well, Rajesh, as part of this
Copilot.
curriculum? If you say that, set up GitHub Copilot.
To be honest, I never heard about it. Let me see that.
So
Copilot. What is it?
there's a new tool which is we are planning to onboard in our organization.
No,
I mean, it's
it's not
not a
there.
tool.
AI pair
Yes, yes.
programming turns natural language promote into the coding. Okay, this is a kind of AI, open AI or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So it
No.
helps a lot for a developer.
This is not in this course, but AiOps, there's one other course. In that, not even this one, but open AI is there actually. So you can check it out, AiOps course. Okay, so come back to the points here. what do you say? I was doing something. Yeah. So what to do? So now I have to do the push and pull against this HTTPS URL and SSH URL. Okay. So this is my repository. Look at my screen, all of you. Where's my repository? Is here. Okay. And I have a few commits here. So now, guys, remember that for HTTPS, GitHub password will not work. I repeat, many of you people will share the things like it's not working, it's not working. What is not working? Password is not working. So I said password will never work. For HTTPS, you require PAT, personal access token. Okay. Remember, GitHub password will not work. GitHub PAT will work. And for SSH, what you need to do, you need to copy your public key to the GitHub. Okay, this you have to do that. Okay, so first thing, how to generate a pat. Okay, so how to generate a GitHub pat. So let me see if I have GitHub pat. Not there. So no problem, guys. In order to generate a pat, first thing you have to go to this place, setting. Okay, you have to go setting, profile. Okay, and then you have to go to the bottom section, and here you have a developer setting. And developer setting, you have a personal access token. Now any tokens will work. This is the beta one, so fine grained token, don't use it right now till you get stable, but you can use it, that's not a problem, but I'm not supporting right now, but later on you can do that. And go for the classic token which is there from last age. Now this is one token which I am having. I delete this. Okay, so here, mind it, you go to setting, you go to the developer setting, and after that classic, and here generate a new token for the classic, and here password and demo. Now you know what, this you should read it and give the permission. Now what access you want, what access don't want to give it to the pat, you define. But right now, just I don't want to complicate too much, because these all you can understand easily. I'm just blindly getting into and giving all access. Words practice, but I just don't want to read all this thing and deviate your mind to from the normal flow. I generated a token. This is your token which will work with HTTP. Understood, all of you?
Yes.
Hello. Now this is the key. Public key you have to upload to GitHub GitHub. So where is the public key? So let me show you. Command line, where is that? Start dot. So here, this is a here is a public key. This is a public key, and this is your private key. Never ever share private key with anyone. Public key you can upload to GitHub. Now some of you will say, Rajesh, I did not find in this directory user home and .ssh this one. So you can generate it. So here you can see that how to generate public and private key. Why this search engine got changed? Okay, so here DevOps tool here, and here you see how to generate and upload. This tutorial you have it, and you see here how to generate and upload your public key to GitHub for SSH access on GitHub. So first thing, you check if you have a public. Why I'm asking you to check? Because sometime what happens, your company will create a public key and private key, and that public key is being used somewhere for your access. So if you do not check, you will override the public key and private key. So then you will blame that, okay, because of that my system is not working. So first check. If it is already available, don't touch. If it's not available, then run this command. This command you can run on the PowerShell Windows also, and Linux. Command line will not work. PowerShell and Linux bash, no problem. And then it will generate, and then you get the public key. In Linux and Mac, here you have a Windows, everything you have in this document. And after that you have to upload it. Where? So this is the URL. Okay, so let me copy here. This is the URL. Now if you want to find it out, so you go to the setting here under this public and SSH key, and here you see This is SSH key and upload new key. That's all. So you give the title, this is for laptop, and then paste this public key. I repeat, public key. This is the public key. Okay. So both the way I showed you and good to go. Okay. Any questions on this right now? Hello? Hello?
You need to try it out before you can see.
Yeah, of course you need to try. Okay, so now what to do? So you got the public key, you got the this one token. So now what to do? Git push, mind it. Git push. What is the URL? I forgot that. Mm, So git push HTTP or HTTPS because I'm using the token. So git push and enter. Git push and then here you put the branch name master. So why this is the master branch you are working. What is the branching and all I'll talk about in some time. Enter. Now it will prompt you for the token. Wait for it. My system is little slow. Maybe your system will be faster. See here, it took some time. Just have a little bit patience. Actually, you can log in through the browser also, but right now I'm not advising because no one is doing it. And click on the token. What is a token? So copy this token and sign in. And you see here, pushing to this URL, master branch. Just wait for a few seconds. It's for me it's a slow this operation. Why? Maybe my git bash is not responding properly. There's some I need to clean it up. I'm using git bash badly from last few years in this machine. Okay, so now it will be done. Just wait for it. For you it will be faster. Done. So here is done. Can I go and check now? Come here, refresh this guy, and then enjoy UI. Those who wanted to have a UI for everything. Look at these are the files. Remember that how many commits we had it last time? 4 commits. All these commits you can see these are the commit ID in the shortcut. Click on this and you see that these are the commits you did it. UI through UI you can check it. I don't think so. I have to teach you now UI because you'll get it all this thing yourself. See these are the commits. These are multiple commits I did it here. Here I deleted some files and stuff like this file I deleted. So yeah, here you can see that here now you can browse this also. By the way, you can check the edit the online also. Right now, not advising it because it will be blocked for your in your organizations and so on. Understood now? So guys,
Yeah.
I have to act like some different person. Okay, so I am a Ramu Kaka. So Ramu Kaka will do what? He wants to work on the repository. So go to the command line. I'm using command line now. Go to the code here, https URL, clone it, git clone. Clone means clone. Matrix movie you have seen it, right? So clone means 100% clone, entire thing, entire repository you get it. So I cloned it. This is a Windows, right? So dir. So here cd sunday git status. Look at this, git log 4 commits. Everything you got it. I'm acting like a different person, okay? And git logs you see here. Here you have log. uh, Here you have 4 commits. So I'm like acting like a different person and I got everything. Why my system is slow actually. So all the commits here you have it. Now I am going to become a developer. Ramu Kaka will do the development now. Okay, so here this is my code. ramukaka.txt, whatever it is. I'll modify, write some code. After that, what should I do? Tell me quickly. What should I do? Quickly.
Git add.
No, git config. No,
Staging.
I'm Ramu Kaka, right? Username Ramu Kaka. It's a one-time activity config. Yeah, you have not practiced it, so that's the reason you are not able to recall it, but it's okay. So git config user dot name email and ramu at the rate of ramu.com. Ramu.com. Enter. Now git add. The spelling mistake actually. I'm rushing a little bit.
First one.
Yeah.
Config.
Done. Done. So config name was Ramu Kaka, right? Yeah. So done. And after that add. So I don't have to discuss with you. Now you know that why I'm adding. Dot means everything. All also you can add it. Git commit, and here this commit from Ramu Kaka. Okay. So now done. What should I do? Git push. Remember, Ramu Kaka is pushing his commit. Now you know what? You can copy this whole URL. This is the HTTP URL. But you know what? When you clone it, then there is one aliases created for that URL. This long URL, it's getting irritated when you work on it. So this alias name is origin. Okay, this name is origin. It's created when you clone it. So in this repo it will not be created. Origin will not be there because I created from scratch. But here when you clone it, this origin is created, and then branch name master. So origin represent that repository address. Automatically in the git configuration somewhere it will be set in the config file. So I just pushed it, guys, here same way. And Ramu Kaka, I should see here. Refresh. Still not pushed actually. I think it's not a problem with the git bash. My system is having some problem. It's taking too much. Done. Okay, so now can I check the Ramu Kaka here? And here it is. Ramu Kaka fifth commit is done by. Look at this here. Who has done it? Ramu Kaka. Earlier Rajesh, Ramu Kaka. Last commit. What he has made it. Look at this here. Oh, this is the code he has added and so on. Are you understanding? All of you? Now Rajesh want Ramu Kaka's code. What to do? Git pull. But you know what? I'm adding this URL and I am also getting irritated. So how do I create aliases? So before pulling, I'll create aliases. How? So there's a command for that. Git remote add origin. Now origin, this can be any name actually, but in our domain, in a Git domain, first remote repo we refer as a origin. This is a practice, not hard coding. You can keep it anything. And then so remote add origin and this URL. This is a one-time activity. This will add in the configuration. That means origin is equal to this one. So now I can also use it. So git pull origin master. That's all. And then now you see here, I did this, almost done. And see here, you got it, NLS. See here, ramukaka.txt, Rajesh got it. So that is how we work. Remember that push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, add, commit, push, add, commit, pull, push, pull, add, commit, pull, add, commit, push. So this is the way you will keep working on it and getting the collaboration done. Now did you get an answer? Some of you had a question, this one. Did you get an answers, all of you?
Yes, Rajesh.
Yeah. So this is the whole flow. 90% of the time you'll keep doing this work only. 90% correct.
How about fork? Did you use it fork?
I'll discuss about it. We'll have some time for those questions also. Just keep it ready in your notes. Okay, so now we have understood how do we share and code also. Now, next topic which I'm going to discuss about, this is a very important again, and that one, I'm losing the notepad. Yeah, so that one, I'm going to teach you some of the things, which is called Git undoing. Okay, I'll just note it down. And then Git branching, Git merging, Git conflict resolutions, and Git stashing, and doing the unbranching spelling mistake as well. Merging conflict resolutions. What else? Git forking, you said. More questions, guys, all of you?
Yes.
Which one? This will come in the, yeah, so Git revis and
What
some.
Git cherry pick?
Cherry pick will come in the merging. Okay, so
Git tag?
this will. Which one?
Tag.
Git tag is not big thing, so that you once you do once in a 4-5 months actually. But yeah, you should know tagging means this. Yeah, so these are the questions we'll cover in the next topic, next session. So let's have a 10 minutes of break and then grab your tea, coffee, resume, and personal calls, and come back, and then we'll cover this one. And after that, we'll migrate to GitHub topic. Okay.
If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video.
Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest.
Thanks for watching.